Well, today on Focus Gaming News, we're very pleased to welcome to speak with us for the first time Kirill Miroshnichenko, Sales Director at Endorphina. Kirill, hi, how are you doing? Thanks for joining us.
I'm great. Thanks, Joe, for the introduction, and thanks Focus Gaming for this actual opportunity to talk with you and share and wrap up the year of Endorphina with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's the first time we've had you here to speak with us, and obviously 2021 is coming to an end, and it's been an exciting year for Endorphina. Quite a lot of new agreements. What's your kind of overall balance of the past 12 months?
So if you compare the 2020, 2021, we had a little bit different strategies. 2020, we decided to focus more on entering new markets. For example, we entered several markets as Belarus, Croatia, Romania, a few other markets. So in 2021, we decided to focus on these markets, already existing and entering markets, and increase our presence there. So we are more focused on the expanding our games with the new partnerships through the direct deals or through some other distribution channels. But the main agenda was actually to develop already existing markets, because we had quite a lot of number of these markets at that time.
Mm. What do you think makes these markets particularly interesting, or perhaps different to other markets that some of our readers and viewers might be more familiar with?
So before we entering and deciding which markets we want to enter, of course, we make some market research. We see, we analyze which markets the most potential for us. Of course, probably you're familiar that different game providers they have different audience, different taste, different type of the games. So our games are more targeting more classic taste, the players who prefer really understandable, shiny, gold, beautiful, and at the same time easy games. So of course we want to cover first those markets where actually this type of portfolio are performing well. And Baltic and Balkan region, Balkan specifically, it's the market where those games are on the top. And that's why we actually include in our roadmap in previous years Croatia and Romania, which is the biggest markets in the Balkan region.
Do you think tastes are changing, or is it the taste that people have for games in those markets fairly stable?
It's actually an interesting question. I think the classic game will be popular for sure, for several years, maybe even more. This is the classic, sevens and crowns. But of course, because the generation of the players are changing, the new players are coming, they prefer different type of the games, and the providers know about this, and providers also including more innovative games. But still the majority of the players, especially in the Balkan region, are prefer to play the classic slots.
And so what's been a highlight for you for the past year?
Oh, actually, it was quite magical time for us, and very surprising for us, even for us, because this year we break all the records. For example, we will launch by the end of this year more than 700 casinos just in this year, which is very, very compatible number even with other tier 1 providers. Also this year we also launched 20 slots, including our new release, which will be tomorrow, 22nd of December, Water Tiger. And also because with the number of the casinos, we also achieved good partnership with the leading iGaming companies, companies which is already public companies, and we see the actual growth of interest in our games, which is to be honest, the most interesting, the most valuable for me, because when I just entered the Endorphina, of course, we were on the market just for several years, and now it's completely different situation. We have different picture of us. We have the reputation as a stable and big company, and I see the interest with all the operators, which is I think really cool.
Yes, and important achievements in the past year. And so how do you think things look for the year ahead, and what are your main hopes for 2022?
It's actually quite unclear in terms of where we will turn, like the whole industry, because it depends on the COVID situation, because if we'll continue to be on lockdown and stay at home, it will be one strategy. If the market will open and there will be no restrictions, probably it will be some different strategy. But what I can see by now that Endorphina will be focusing again on the entering new markets for us, because if this year we already achieved some numbers on the existing markets, so next year we already have the full pipeline of the markets, and it's actually quite tight. So I think from the beginning of the next year you will hear from us already some press releases and news about the new markets for Endorphina.
Excellent. And of course, it's a year in which we were hoping to see a return of more in-person events. Of course, with the latest COVID-19 outbreaks in Europe, it's things being pushed back a little bit again. Iceland and obviously delayed. Yeah. Are you hoping? Are you kind of looking forward to a return to physical events? Are they important for Endorphina, do you think?
Yeah, I think the actually face-to-face communication with the clients and partners, it's the most important. It's crucial for us. That's why 2020 was actually quite difficult in terms of the actually meeting people. So 2021 was actually better, and you can see that like most of the events actually happened this year, the current year. We participated in all main events as SBC Barcelona, IGB Amsterdam, Sigma Malta. And actually, I miss this feeling, to actually see the partners in face, touch them, and actually solve some problems which can be solved only during the physical and face-to-face meetings. Yeah, so it's really important for us, and I think it's for all the participants of the iGaming industry, for media partners as well, for the operators, for affiliates, for everyone.
Yeah. I mean, do you think the events this year are sort of well received after a year without?
Of course, it was not at the same volume as in previous years, but at least it's happened. We are grateful that it's happened. Of course, like I saw in Amsterdam specifically in IGB, it was less people, and even the exhibitors actually played like safe card, and they brought not the most exciting and the most thrilling and interesting stands, because like nobody knew it like in advance how it will happen, if it will be like the same number of the visitors as the previous years, or it will be less, more. So everyone tried to be there, but play still safe card and not invest so much money for the promotion.
Well, it's been a pleasure to speak to you, Kirill. Is there anything you'd like to add from Endorphina's point of view? What you're looking forward to for the next year?
The next year, because you mentioned the ice, so I just want to share a little bit the news that probably everyone knows already, that ice postponed till spring, but still it's worth it, because for us, for Endorphina, we have a little bit more time to prepare, because as you probably know, we're quite famous for bringing unexpected things to ice. For example, last year we brought the real tank to our stand to support our slot at the time, cash tank. So the next year, actually it will be even more cool. So because we will transfer our stand to something more innovative, and the visitors will see something unusual from us, some unusual dances with unusual things. This is what I can say by now, but it's really exciting, and really want you also welcome to our stand and to see in your real eyes what will happen. So it's going to be exciting, I promise you.
Excellent, brilliant. Well, it's good to have something to look forward to when ice finally goes ahead. So we'll certainly look forward to seeing Endorphina at ice in London in 2022. Well, Kirill, thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure to have you with us on Focus. And we'll
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Joe, and happy holidays, happy Christmas and New Year.
Happy holidays and a happy New Year.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you.